INFAE presenta IMP Fellowships, el programa por el que algunos de los mejores mentees de IMP tienen la oportunidad de trabajar de manera directa en los campos que han elegido. Hoy nos da su testimonio Martin Dario, que realizó su estancia en el laboratorio del Dr. Alessandro Guerre.
My name is Alessandro Ré. I work in University of São Paulo, and my research team here focuses on the development of motor competence. Since motor competence is important for the involvement with physical activity during the whole life, not only during the childhood, but also during the adolescence and the adulthood. So we focused on the factors that interferes with the development of motor competence, especially the practice of physical activity. And within this context, our research is focused on the development of motor competence in children from low socioeconomic status, and that maybe it's the most important thing of our research, because we research into places that have high levels of social vulnerability. And this social vulnerability, our main findings is that this social vulnerability is associated with a low quality physical activity, and thus this kind of low quality physical activity impairs the development of motor competence. One important thing here in this line of research is the development of assessments to measure the motor competence. We have a lot of measures of motor competence available in scientific literature, but we miss a test that can be applied into a large age range. For example, from early years, about 1 year of age, around that, until the adulthood and even the elderly. So Martin is introduced into this research, and what we are proposing to do is during his stay in Brazil, he's participating in the research we are conducting right now. That is this research I just was talking about, motor competence and physical activity in places of high social vulnerability. And also with the continuity of Martin's study, we are focusing also in the development of assessment of motor competence, especially a test called supine to stand. This test basically measure the quality of movement and the time of both the quality and the product of movement, which means the child or even the adult. In his case, the child is in a position and have to stand up and touch the wall, and then we can assess the different the different quality of the movement in terms of how the children stand up and what's the balance in the movement and so on. And this is an important indicative of developmental. This is important for a developmental assessment of the child. And also we want to understand how anthropometric measures, for example, how overweight children are impaired to perform this movement. I've been working with this line of research in my postdoctoral stage. I've been working with Professor David Stoden in University of South Carolina, which is focused on this kind of assessment, and actually in a broader assessment which involves physical activity, motor competence, physical fitness, self-confidence, and others, and a lot of variables that could interfere with a long-term practice of physical activity. So Martin is participating in these researches to understand. Basically, the main focus is to understand what are the factors associated with motor competence and the maintenance of physical activity throughout life. I think we are doing well. We're just starting our research, but we are doing well. And probably I've been saying this to him when he returned to Spain, to Europe. I hope we can do a partnership between Brazil, Europe.
First of all, thanks a lot, everything who works in to do possible that I'm here, because as I will explain later, it was something unforgettable. This experience with my friend Alessandro is something unbelievable, really. I don't know how to thank. I still remember when I brought you an email when you ask us or when you recommend us to send something about what it means, this scholarship internship in Sao Paulo. And I remember one sentence. It was this. It's something that this internship changed life because you change home. So about the questions you asked me about what I'm doing here these last 2 months and which results I got. First of all, my main results, it can be summarized in different ways, but the most important one is about the creation of my project. In these last 2 months, I was researching different bases that University of Sao Paulo permit me, because we know that it depends about the university. It's more easy to find one article or other. So, furthermore, about my research with my director, as I said before, he's teaching me what he was researching during as he explains before, what he was doing the last years, and for me, sharing me this all data, it was something incredible, because my research line is body composition, more styling, but body composition is just a variable. You need you need the rest of the variables to do possible a research. No, so for me, it's something unbelievable to be here, and the results that I was explaining it would have been impossible without him, with my professor Alessandro. And about the second question, about how in fact a fellowship helped me for my future, is an evidence that our experience is what is going to put ourselves to a higher level. So thanks of the results I got with my professor, I'm very proud, and I'm very happy, because just with work and thanks of this this internship, I will be able to improve my research career.